ex-banking professional quit his job just to bring to Shanghai the best Texan BBQ.
I'm Charles, and sometimes I go by the name Chuck. I am the general manager of a newly open restaurant, JuLu BBQ. I started my career in the banking industries. I worked for the likes of Goldman and Citibank before. About 5 years ago, I moved to Shanghai to be part of a Singaporean developer called Mapletree. I helped them raise private equity funds and also making and divesting assets, investments for them. So the whole thing started about last year, where I've been working for a large corporation for quite some time, and I haven't really taken a break on anything since I graduated, basically. And also I want to try something new. I feel that working in large corporation is already, I get to a point where I'm still learning new things, but I'm not learning new things as fast as I am. So I decided that I want to try something new. So the first step, the very reasonable first step is that I would go interview with other companies, but I feel that it's still going to be quite similar to what I've been doing. And at the same time, I've always been known to be a foodie. I mean, my friends, and I'm also a decent cook. So then I decided maybe I should look into the F&B industry, and then in the end, I decided to start a restaurant. I went to college in the States, and I tried the Texas BBQ once at a very good restaurant in Austin. It was the best piece of beef I've ever had, and I have always had that memory back in my head. But the tricky part is to find a proper Texas BBQ restaurant, even in the States, is quite difficult. So it's very hard to find. So in the last year or so, I've been trying to replicate it at home, and I had some success. So while I am starting a F&B, I decided to, why don't I just make it a Texas BBQ restaurant. We serve 3 main kinds of meat. So it'll be chicken, ribs, and the brisket that I just mentioned. And then I will have 5 different side dishes. I have mac and cheese, I have grilled vegetables, cream of corns, salad, and fries. I make it a limited selection so that I'm able to make sure every single product are of very high quality. I also make sure that things are of very high, have very good value for money. I try to limit the average spending on any kind of, or per person to be below 100, while the main dish that I am serving is actually meat. So in Shanghai, it will offer very good value of money. And in order to save costs out, it will also be self-service. So I'll put water, knife, fork, and everything outside on a client area where it's easy to reach, without having me to put a person outside to serving all these. So this all helped me to cut down the cost, where I can put the money to the food. So like I said, I'm a foodie, and I was absolutely in love with the beef brisket I tried the other time in Texas. So I started out looking things up online, and then I tried a few times, and I failed many times. And every time I fail, I actually finish eating all of them anyway. Beef brisket is a very interesting kind of meat. In order to keep all the juice inside, every time you cook it, you need to at least make like 1 kg of meat. And I actually finished all of them. And I failed many times. So you can imagine how many meats I ate before I come out to be the product in my restaurant. You should come and try it. For the chickens, I used to go to this other restaurant that I really enjoy the food. And the chef make a fantastic roast chicken. And it turns out that when I was starting a restaurant, he was also working in a place where he's not too happy with. So I get him over. I make sure that he is serving the chicken with the same recipe. Ribs, it's something that I didn't pay enough attention at the beginning, and luckily I found out it was a mistake. And we have did a few iterations since then, and now I think we have a very compelling product. For the side dishes, my chef Tony is a professional chef, so he is very experienced in making all those, and we obviously still made a few rounds of comments and we try to change a few things, but those come quite easy for him. There are very few barbecue restaurants in Shanghai. I have already within a month I already tried all of them, and a lot of times I found that their price point is a bit high, and also while they make certain items very good, not all of the items in the menus are good though. So I position it as a self-service. It's kind of like fast food, and also so the price range is going to be cheaper, and also I make sure all of my products are compelling products. So I think a combination of lower cost and higher quality products will make it fit in Shanghai very well. Two main challenges I face so far. One is picking the right locations. Rental in Shanghai is very, very high nowadays. So if you want to find good locations at a rental that is affordable, it's very difficult. I am very lucky to be able to find the place that I found on JuLu. It was actually from my chef's friend, Tony, whose friend is trying to transfer it out, so I took it over. The other main challenge is finding the right persons. So again, I'm very lucky to find Tony, but now I'm hiring for a waiter, waitress. It's been very difficult. So, and I haven't been able to find anyone yet. So if there's anyone, feel free to refer over. The original plan was that I take 1 year break from what I've been doing and then I'll see what happens. So if this restaurant really takes off, then I'll expand it to a chain. In 5 years, hopefully it will be even in different cities rather than just in Shanghai, maybe even in Hong Kong and Singapore. If it's kind of makes money but doesn't really takes off, then I'll keep it running. But then also I'll probably go back to find a corporate job still. You should really think it through on what you're going to do first and plan it accordingly. So what I did is, before I left my position, I already have concrete plans on what I wanted to do. For instance, about 3-4 months before I left my previous positions, I already started looking for a shop. And the month that I actually left my position, I already signed a lease for the shop. A lot of times when you start a new business, you need a long time to prepare. And it's good to start early. My shop is on 695 JuLu Road. So come by anytime if you want some good barbecue.